Ahmedabad Management Association has instituted annual awards to recognize excellence in different fields of management. AMA today commands the highest respect and recognition from all quarters, be it business, industry, government, or academics. Today, we are happy to present the AMA Annual Awards for the year 2017. The Chairman and Managing Director of Sadbhav Engineering Limited, Mr. Shashin Patel, has been actively involved in the family construction business since 2000.
I started my journey after completion of the MBA in finance. In 2003, I joined with my father. Then after he put me at site for 5 to 6 years. Then he called me to at head office. I suggest a lot of changes in the organizations because it is very necessary at the time.
He aspires to set new benchmarks in the infrastructure industry with innovative designs and timely completion of world-class projects.
And there are challenges of the like a GST is right now the implemented. We start implemented the SAP in our organizations because the new systems will come into organizations. It will help us in strengthening our systems in the organization.
Under his able leadership, the company has got many prestigious awards, including featuring in India's Top 500 Companies 2014 by Dun & Bradstreet India. Sadbhav Engineering Limited was incorporated in 1988. It is engaged in engineering, procurement and construction business for transport, mining and irrigation sectors. During the current financial year, the company has achieved a standalone and consolidated turnover of rupees 33,203 million and 45,700 million respectively.
Future plan is that we would like to remain in the infrastructure as one of the top 3 in industry.
Mr. Shashin Patel is equally involved in various social and environmental activities. He has adopted his native village, Mota Isanpur, as a part of the company's CSR activities and has created several facilities there.
We are very much happy actually after becoming a CMD of Sadbhav Engineering. This one is the first award I am going to get it, and this is because of our whole team Sadbhav Engineering, all the employees and all the directors' contribution.
AMA is happy to confer Atlas Dicom Outstanding Entrepreneur of the Year Award to Mr. Shashin Patel. Executive Director and CEO of Windsor Machines Limited, Mr. T.S. Rajan has more than 35 years of experience spanning various industries and functions.
It's indeed an honor and a privilege to be a recipient of this prestigious award, especially when I look back at the journey that we have traveled through of passing through some tough phases in business and finally turning around this great organization and restoring its to its old glory. It's a proud moment not only for me but for my entire team at Windsor to be a recipient of this prestigious award. And on behalf of my team, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the jury of AMA for considering me fit enough to be a recipient of this award.
Being an astute leader, he believes in leading from the front. He believes that people are the most important assets for the success of any organization.
Success mantra has always been be confident, have your own self-confidence, number one. Number two, practice what you preach. And last but not the least, take the team along with you. In no activity can it be a one-man achievement. It is always a team which takes you along. And if you are a good leader, if you are able to sustain and keep the team together, I think nothing can stop you from growing ahead.
He is a highly system and process-oriented manager and a great team builder.
There are a few moments which have been, I would say, path-breaking moments in my career. It started way back in the late 80s when I was with Godrej and Boys at Mumbai. And for the first time, the private industries decided to partner the space development programs in India. I was fortunate to be one of the core team members from Godrej who were assigned to develop the satellite launch vehicles, especially the challenging moments when there was an US embargo to ensure that this program doesn't succeed. We went through our tough moments and successfully managed to produce these components. And the best part was when the first indigenously manufactured Vikas engine for the PSLV satellite launch was successfully launched into the orbit. Moving ahead from there, my journey continued out of Godrej. The next defining moment came when I could be a part of that great team under the visionary leadership of Shri Ratan Tata, when he had this dream of making the nano car successful. In my own way, I could contribute a small bit in producing some of the critical components for that car. And today I am proud to own a nano car just out of the passion, because there is some part which was developed by me and my team.
Converting a sick company to a profit-making one was one of the biggest challenges for him when he joined Windsor in 2009.
When I was asked to explore the possibility of turning around this company, Windsor Machines, which was once upon a time a blue chip company and which went through its own journey of ups and downs, came on board, faced a lot of challenges, but thanks to the entire team at Windsor, which stood by me, and we could turn around this company in a span of close to about 18 months. And ever since, we have never looked back. We have been growing year on year, and even went to the extent of acquiring an Italian company, which is today a 100% subsidiary of ours. These defining moments gives me the confidence that if you have the faith and confidence in yourself and you believe in yourself, I think nothing can stop you. And that's a message I always share with my colleagues, saying that it's ultimately we who can do it if we all stay together.
With strenuous efforts, he first focused on rebuilding the morale of the team and on bringing back customer confidence. Within 2 years, because of his various cohesive efforts, the company came out of BIFR in 2011.
Our dream is to be a global company, stretch much beyond the shores of this great country. Learning never stops at Windsor. Every day we look forward to doing something better. A lot of initiatives being taken now in the organization because we have gone through those initial stages, and now we're looking at an exponential growth.
Windsor has achieved many laurels under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Rajan. Within the last 5 years, the company's financial performance also has remained impressive, with an overall profit of 148%. AMA is happy to confer the AMA Metrochem Outstanding Manager of the Year Award to Mr. T.S. Rajan. Senior General Manager, Planning and Marketing with Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, AMUL, Mr. Jayan Mehta has more than 26 years of marketing experience with the Federation.
I would like to thank the Ahmedabad Management Association for this award. Let me start with the honest disclaimer. This award belongs to the brand Amul, and I am just a small cog in this giant wheel comprising of 36 lakh farmer members staying in 18,000 villages of Gujarat, bringing in milk worth 36,000 crore rupees annually, which is marketed by the state Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, led by our dynamic Managing Director Mr. R.S. Sodhi, our CEO Mr. Jala, and more than 1,000 employees who work with perhaps same or more zeal and enthusiasm in building this brand Amul. So I would like to dedicate this award to our entire team and hope that we continue on this path to make Amul and India a much stronger place.
Batch topper in marketing during his post-graduation at IRMA, Mr. Mehta joined GCMMF immediately in 1991.
I am fortunate that I have got this opportunity to start my career at Amul 27 years back. This was my first job, continues to be so. And over the last 27 years, I have seen this organization grow from strength to strength. I recall that when I joined in 91, our milk procurement was about 20 to 15 lakh liters per day. That has grown up to 260 lakh liters per day. So with such a large volume, trying to develop a huge portfolio of products, competing with private, regional, multinational companies across the country and foraying into international markets, that's been a huge experience for me to have been part of this entire journey. And the sales turnover growth also from 400 crores annually to more than 30,000 crores now is what has been a pleasure to witness and be a part of this entire movement.
Currently, he is heading the marketing, production planning, annual business planning, new product development, supply chain management, advertising and sales promotion of over 40 products. He also heads 500 stock keeping units through a network of 30 dairy plants and 60 sales offices in India and exports globally to more than 50 countries.
Global commodity markets have gone through rough and tough times recently, but we as an organization try to insulate our milk producers from the turbulence in the international markets. Having said that, there are a large number of people of Indian origin who are around the world and they demand Amul products there.
Mr. Mehta is a member of the long-term planning team since 1996 for 2005, 2010 and 2020.
Marketing is all about understanding customers and innovating it. The brand, as we know, is owned by 36 lakh farmers. But the custodians of brands are our customers. And the single thing that we have been able to do is give the ownership of the brand to all our customers.
He is the chairman of Gujarat Environmental Service Society, which manages 20 lakh square meters of gardens with 1,000+ staff. He is also a director on boards of Sabarkantha, Panchmahal and Valsad District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited, as well as Sikkim Dairy Products Private Limited. Having hobbies of painting, cooking, directing plays and writing poetry, Mr. Mehta has travelled to more than 35 countries for global market exposure.
Amul's icon or identity is the Amul girl. She's been there for last 50 years talking about events which is happening around the country, capturing what is the mood of the nation. The campaigns get released in the market, we get instant feedback now thanks to the social media, and the kind of reach this particular campaign has gives a top of the mind recall to the brand. This campaign earlier was done 3 or 4 times a month, now it is practically 5 times a week.
AMA is happy to confer the AMA Zydus Cadilla Marketing Man of the Year Award to Mr. Jain S. Mehta. CEO and Managing Director of Dev Information Technologies Limited, India, and Dev Infotech North America Limited, Canada, Mr. Jaimin Shah has more than 20 years of experience in IT industry.
I look back what we might have thought at that time. Why should we do something which is everybody is doing? So we thought let us focus on domestic market, and that too on government business. Then we decided, okay, let's venture out and let's have another service delivery which is into private as well as into overseas.
His focus is on strengthening strategic partnerships, increasing client relevance, and evolving the company's business model towards becoming a next-generation global IT consulting and end-to-end IT service company.
And we merged by Technosys. We can also address our existing customer by providing more services, and also included various geography, mainly USA. In 2010-11, we came out with a strong management company and expanded our reach beyond North America and started having customers in UK and Europe also.
Under his dynamic leadership, Dev Infotech North America Limited has been featured by Invest Toronto as one of the most successful companies in Canada. Dev IT Limited has received several prestigious awards and recognition.
I got an opportunity to represent SME IT industry on NASSCOM board. That one was really a surprise element in my life, in one of the Gujarat-based companies' life. As we always say that Gujarat is not at all into IT arena.
Mr. Shah has been elected as Chairman of Domestic Council of NASSCOM, the youngest and the first Gujarati Chairman. He is also a member of the NASSCOM National Executive Committee.
We always derive 1 year plan, but now after going public, we also have our future 3 year plan.
Recently, Dev Information Technology Limited got listed on NSE Emerge platform, making it the first ever Gujarat-based IT company. The IPO of it received an overwhelming response from the investors, oversubscribed by more than 74 times.
Gujarat should become IoT, which is Internet of Things hub in India, and we have all characteristics. We have all ecosystem. The only thing is focus and acceleration is required.
Mr. Jaimin Shah, with his management vision and business strategy to create a sustainable and agile growth, will surely define a new chapter of Dev IT growth story. AMA is happy to confer the B.H. Jaju AMA Outstanding IT Entrepreneur of the Year Award to Mr. Jaimin Shah. Dr. Bhushan Punani is involved in advisory and executive roles with various government and non-government entities working for disability rehabilitation and policy making.
This is the first award from a management institute, because it's a recognition not of their work but of their achievements, of their institute's work, and the moment it gets recognized, it does motivate others to perform better.
An outstanding administrator with a doctorate from Gujarat University and MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, Dr. Punani has won numerous national and international awards for his outstanding contributions in the social sector.
Basically, having a postgraduate from Indian Institute of Management prompted me to manage an organization which should work for a purpose, we should work for a cause. It should not be simply working for a traditional, conventional corporate activities, but it should be having an element of human development, human justice and human progress in some way. So that was one, and to achieve that I also did my doctorate so that we could bring in some component of research, some component of academic excellence in our type of institutes, and to back up. See, in our case, advocacy is a very important thing, because unless we do advocacy, I mean positive advocacy, we cannot achieve the desired results for our stakeholders. So I did my degree in law, and these 3 degrees and one course from Haifa University, Israel, could give me insight into totality of protection of rights, developing services for people with disabilities.
Founded in 1984, BPA was established essentially as a boarding school that provides education and vocational training for this poor and disabled demographic.
Any organization to grow, particularly when you are a public charitable organization, you have to maintain the highest level of accountability and transparency. I am very happy that BPA is a role model, that how in today's world, by maintaining accountability, transparency and going for complete statutory compliances and seeking people's participation, making it a people's organization, you can survive, you can grow, you can win the confidence of people.
The organization proficiently trains blind and otherwise differently abled children and young adults in a variety of fields.
The team at BPA worked for promoting CBR, and I am very glad that this is one of the largest projects ever launched in any part of the world, covering more than 400,000 people with disabilities. The concept is, instead of people coming to us, we should go to them.
The mission of the BPA is to teach them to be able to function in everyday society and to develop skills so that they might become a viable entity in the workforce and also be able to support themselves and their families.
The NGOs have to win the trust, have to follow new innovative approaches for resource mobilization. You just can't keep going to people and asking for money. You have to have a system. You have to have online fundraising. You have to have a system where people come on their own and that they should be confident the money they are giving, the support they are giving shall be used for the purpose for which it's being given. And I am very glad BPA has made a tremendous strides in that respect. Today we have a number of walk-in donors, walk-in supporters.
The BPA is recognized by the government and has been granted many other awards for its outstanding work.
So basically BPA is a pro-government organization, believes in sensitizing, motivating, enabling people in the government system to work for such marginalized group of people, and that has given us tremendous results so far.
AMA is happy to confer the Anubai Chimanlal Nagarikta Puraskar 2017 to Dr. Bhushan Punani.